Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the EJ Sports Podcast. It's your host, E, with my boy Jay here.
Hey.
And today we're going to be talking about the Royal Rumble. What's been going on recently, who won, and basically what direction should the WWE go. Now, we're actually doing this after Monday Night Raw. You guys are probably getting this around Thursday. But basically, we want to talk about the winners of the Royal Rumble, what actually happened at the Royal Rumble, and where the WWE can go in the future, because clearly the WWE wants to go one way, but I don't know if the fans really accept it or want to go that way. So we're going to start off with, I feel like we should put the Royal Rumble towards the, actually, you know what? I lied. We should start off with the Women's Royal Rumble, because that's the one that really didn't have much controversy, but really had a little bit of controversy because of... And I feel like when it comes to the Women's Royal Rumble, and I feel like it's because the idea that, and I don't want to say this badly, but would the crowd react to the female wrestlers and the entrances? And in my opinion, it was a 50-50 split. Now, there's one thing that Santi Zap said on his YouTube channel, which I completely agree. The Saudi crowd this time around didn't care about anybody else if you were not a star or a returning wrestler. If you weren't a star or returning wrestler, they didn't care about you at all. You had zero pops. During the Women's Royal Rumble, clearly you could tell like future stars had no pop. I'm talking about like the NXT Women's Champion. She had basically zero pops. Zelina Vega, no pop at all. And Jay, this is the question I want to ask for you. Do you think this Royal Rumble benefited or hindered because of the crowd?
It fumbled. Because, number one, the crowd doesn't know who the heck they are. Number two, this is cripple fraud of not actually showing the new faces a lot on TV. Just relying on part-timers and people who are eat all the time.
I 100% agree, and I feel like this is the issue of bringing a big event. One of the big fours, really your second best PLE to Saudi Arabia. In my opinion, a place like Saudi Arabia probably shouldn't be having these type of pay-per-views. And I'm saying this because you haven't brought a WrestleMania to London. You haven't brought a big event to London like AEW's been doing. And you can see the difference because AEW's been having great reactions, great fan support over there in England, in London. Yet,
another thing, AEW is going back to Australia, and they're going to have a 2-day event in Australia just because last year they got a lot of support over there. That means now they're going to have Saturday and Sunday. That means something that WWE needs to learn from AEW is start producing more talent and using them outside of the US.
No. I don't think it's the talent, because I'll be honest with you. AEW has nowhere near the talent as WWE when it comes to their name. In-ring wrestling, I could agree AEW is probably better. But when it comes to name value, AEW's wrestlers are nowhere near the level of the WWE wrestlers when it comes to name value. That's the thing I have to emphasize here. And I feel like you're right in one aspect. The WWE needs to capitalize on the big international markets. Saudi Arabia is nowhere near a big international market. The only way they become sort of a big international market if like the big names comes out. And when it comes to these the Women's Royal Rumble, I have to say one thing. Only one surprise. Only one return. Tiffany Stratton surprise, return.
But no pop.
No, she had a pop.
A little bit, man, but not like one person out here, Brie Bella.
That's the thing. She was the big return. Brie Bella, Brie Mode is back. The awful entrance is back. And the Bella Twins are now... You can say the Bella Twins are now in the tag team scene. Great. But when it comes to the idea of the women's Royal Rumble, it was really clustered. Tiffany Stratton comes out, and I think there's still 14 or like 17 wrestlers still in the match. Like when it comes to the number 30, at most you should have is 10. But all the 10 that should be there should all be superstars. Like we shouldn't be in the Royal Rumble and we shouldn't have people like Lash Legend still in there. You know, we shouldn't have like these like again, I'll have to emphasize this. The Saudi Arabia crowd chanted overrated the Lash Legend, and I agree. She is somebody like Nia Jax, because the only reason why they're in these positions, it's because they're big. And they're trying to fill this big persona wrestler in the female division. But the issue is that they're nowhere near the levels of, we could say, Jordan Grace. They're nowhere near the levels of an Io Sky, of a Rhea Ripley. But yet they're trying to put them in these prominent positions. And the only reason for it is because they're big. Point in case, Jade Cargill. I'm recording this this is the 4th of February. Jade Cargill has actually defended the women's championship 0 times. At the point of recording, she has defended the belt 0 times.
That means they don't have trust on her.
You're telling me that Tiffany Stratton got injured, lost the belt, and then came back, returned, and Jade Cargill still hasn't defended the belt. You're telling me is that I'm supposed to support a person like Jade Cargill, a champion, yet she hasn't defended the belt once. At this point, the WWE Women's Championship might be lower in the card than the Women's Tag Team Championship. How is that possible?
Don't know, but probably Jade, you're not a good wrestler, girl. And also, they should already get rid of that title, actually take away that title from her. And it's a waste of time.
They're not doing it until Bianca comes back.
What a waste.
Bianca is the money card. I'm going to put this in quotation marks, money card. Because, in my opinion, there's no money in Jade Cargill. Until she improves her mic skills and her in-ring skills, she will be nowhere near the top wrestler they're trying to make her be. And clearly, it's so bad that the women's scene in SmackDown is so bad, is that we haven't even talked about the winner. Liv Morgan.
Well-deserved winner.
100%. And again, if you look back at our prediction video, I predicted her to be number 1.
I predicted her number 2.
Too bad. Number 1 reigns, brother.
But you will see who was number 1 in the other one.
That is true. And we shouldn't probably speak about my number 1 pick for that one. But when it comes to Liv Morgan, well-deserved. Stephanie Vaquer had her title match with Raquel Rodriguez, which she lost, in my opinion. Horrible decision.
I don't know why, Cripple Fraud, you didn't give it to Raquel.
You had the storyline right there. The friends who are now enemies. Liv Morgan betrayed Raquel Rodriguez at the Royal Rumble, having Raquel win it, and you could have the sort of Batista style, who do I pick? Do I betray my friend or do I go for the new belt? And you could have her betray Raquel and then beat Raquel at WrestleMania. That'd be a perfect storyline. And that could finally split the Judgment Day. And you can have Raquel Rodriguez, the new main eventer, Liv Morgan as a main eventer, and then finally Roxanne Perez could enter the Intercontinental scene and finally dethrone Becky Lynch.
You want to know something? What they're planning to do? I don't know. Hopefully this is true. Whenever Liv Morgan wins, they're going to do the exact same thing as they did with Evolution with Randy.
That will be fine. But the issue is that in this sort of scenario, Liv Morgan is Triple H. Raquel Rodriguez is Batista. And Roxanne Perez is Randy Orton. If you were to do the comparison. And what would be Dominic Mysterio would be Ric Flair? I feel like that's a good comparison. The both ladies, man. Hey,
true. It's not Finn.
Nowhere near Finn. Nowhere near Finn. But Liv Morgan, new Royal Rumble winner, going after Stephanie Vaquer at WrestleMania. We're going to the next match. AJ Styles has retired. Let's clap it up for AJ Styles. A great career, AJ Styles. A great career in WWE, but I don't think AJ Styles is retiring in ring. In my opinion, he's either doing an indie run or he's going to all the former companies he wrestled for and having a final match there. And he's adding a new one and going to AEW. He's going to go to New Japan. He's going to go to Wrestle Kingdom. He's going to go to TNA. My opinion, he's going to do the whole run throughout the whole entire year, going to these different promotions and wrestling there as well.
Hopefully he goes to AEW, just because right here my brother wants to buy the tickets, and I said no. But if AJ Styles actually goes to AEW, we're buying those damn tickets.
Speaking of my AEW, I just saw that MJF got squashed in one of the matches recently. But there's a little tangent with AEW here. Gunther, the new nickname, the Career Killer, choked out Dragon Lee on Monday Night Raw. Like it looked gnarly. It looked pretty cool actually.
That shows like a real beast. But let's go see next week if they don't just treat him like a jobber afterwards.
But I think this is a good career path for Gunther to really be finally the killer that he was as the Intercontinental Champion. But for AJ, great ovation. In my opinion, this was the only time the Saudi crowd was fully behind the match itself. And in my opinion, clearly, AJ, you still have it in you to do more wrestling things. And him not leaving his gloves in the middle of the ring gives me more confidence that he's truly going to be wrestling at different promotions. This was just his retirement of the WWE.
He just wanted to leave WWE and be free for the rest of the year. Go wrestle other wrestlers and other promotions. He just wants to be free.
And I will say this, I know we're halfway through this our pod. Me and Jay, well, mostly me, I'm pretty sick. My throat is still. You'll be hearing us coughing throughout the whole entire pod. But we wanted to give the content for you guys, for our fans, the ones who are always there listening to us. Shout out to you guys. We're gonna go to the next match. Happen again. Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre. In my opinion, it shouldn't have been a match. And in my opinion, it should have been a squash because Sami Zayn should have nowhere near competed with Drew McIntyre because the storyline isn't Sami Zayn. This year is not Sami Zayn. It's going to be for next year to have Sami finally get his win in WrestleMania in Saudi. In my opinion, this match was just nothing. Like the Gunther and the AJ match was like a 4.5, 4 point something. This match was like a 2 out of 5. Because clearly, and they showed this on the last SmackDown and at Saturday Night's main event, that the true sort of storyline, the true, feud that should be going into WrestleMania is Drew McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu and Cody Rhodes. A triple threat match for the belt. That is the WrestleMania match.
And Jacob Fatu is going to win that match.
I'm not mad at it. Anybody but Cody, and the only reason why I'm saying that because I want Cody to have sort of a cleanse of not being the champion anymore. Him sort of feuding with other people without the belt. Hey, have him be US champion. I don't care. That title scene needs it. And I feel like this kind of like shows like how good the WWE title scene could be, the main event, if it truly lets the champion who's supposed to be a heel, supposed to be a killer, be a killer. Because we're transitioning over to the Royal Rumble because Drew screwed Cody, and in that instance, screwed over Jacob Fatu because the men's Royal Rumble, for my opinion, was way better than the women's Royal Rumble. And for me, it gets a 3 out of 5. Because I wasn't a person expecting the huge pops, expecting the huge returns, expecting the out of nowhere surprises. I know Jay was because we were watching the Royal Rumble. Jay was out here like, bro, when is Jericho coming out? He saw that Alberto Del Rio was in Saudi. Oh, is he gonna come out? You know what I'm saying? Expecting this, expecting that. I popped for La Parca coming out. Like, you guys don't know this, but I have a La Parca mask. I was out here with my mask on, like going at it, screaming, being with La Parca, being with Mr. Iguana. I like the El Grande Americano and El Grande Americano sort of Spider-Man meme. I like that a lot because that's the type of wrestling fan I am, right? And I know, and Jay's gonna be talking a lot about this, the Saudi crowd was dead for a lot of it too. They reacted to the superstars, but everyone else there was dead. Jay, take it over, bro.
We needed more surprises. Powerhouse Hobbs was one of the surprises. No
Royce
pop.
Keys. Royce Keys.
I understand that's his son's name, Royce, right?
I think so, yeah.
But they should have put it something else. Royce should have been Royce something else, not
Powerhouse
Keys.
Royce.
Oh, that one could have been perfect.
Powerhouse Royce.
But that's the name that they put him. But no pop. Thank God LA Knight came back, but now he's getting back to the Vision. That means a jobber move.
He is the Vision Killer, the Vision Assassin.
From the Cripple Fraud. Who else came back?
Oh. Before you do that, though, shout out to my guy, Oba Femi. He looked like a superstar. And the night after on Raw, went out to kill, and I'm happy it happened. The War Raiders destroyed him. Oba Femi looks like a monster. Jay, continue.
I never knew they still existed there.
If they're only meant to be destroyed, guess what? Oba, do it again. Who?
Jobbers. Oba, great match. Great Rumble. But they should have done more with Mr. Brock Lesnar. Oh yeah, another return. Mr. Brock.
Yeah.
But they freaking botched the elimination of freaking Brock Lesnar when freaking Jey Uso came out with his yeet.
I will say this. Jey Uso was in the match for I think it was 7 minutes, 10 minutes. And I think someone made the math, most of the time he was yeeting. Most of the time he was in the match, he was yeeting. He yeeted for so long is that the minute he stopped yeeting, Brock Lesnar got retired, and it was already time for the next entrant to come in, which was your Royal Rumble winner. Me and Jared putting up the ones right now. Our tribal chief, shout out to you, Roman Reigns. He is the Royal Rumble winner, Roman Reigns. And I'll tell you this, people are divided. People don't know what to think. A lot of people liked it. A lot of people didn't.
The main reason why a lot of people didn't like it is just because I don't know if it was a day before or 2 days before he went to the Pat McAfee show and he was talking trash about Cripple Fraud and the way that he was handling the younger talent that they were not producing after he left. Now, that's why people are divided. That was Roman Reigns was my pick. And I wish Logan Paul would have won it. That's all. He could have said, screw all of you, Vision. I'm going by myself. Oh, yeah. Another thing. Why are they jobbing Braun Breaker?
That's the one thing that's the one thing I kind of wanted to wait to talk about this. Another masked man showed up.
They have to stop doing that. It's just getting old.
Yeah, another masked man showed up. Attacked Braun Breaker before he went to the ring, got stomped out. Threw him into the ring. Oba Femi in his glory went 200 miles per hour, whooped Braun Breaker's ass, hit him over the top rope, and sort of that happened. And in my opinion, the guy had a blonde beard, which everything is pointing towards either Austin Theory or your boy Logan Paul.
Or Jake Paul.
But there's already rumors and that they're saying that the person that's going to be under the mask isn't going to be revealed as somebody new. They're saying that it will be revealed as Seth Rollins, for it to be a match of Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker at WrestleMania. They're saying that masked man is going to be a placeholder for Seth Rollins.
Why? Seth Rollins could have just gone to the Rumble, and then Braun Breaker being in the Rumble for at least 30 minutes, Seth Rollins coming in the Rumble and eliminating Braun Breaker.
In my opinion, I think they said, I think I was looking at the PW Insider. I believe it was them who said it. That Seth Rollins isn't officially healthy enough to be back, but he will be healthy enough for WrestleMania. So they just needed someone to do the spot, and then in like in canon, in lore, in storyline, it'll be Seth Rollins attacking. But I think under the mask, they were saying that it was probably Grayson Waller who did it, or Logan Paul himself. It's just that it'll later be revealed that it was Seth Rollins. Or I did see this, that later on it'll be revealed that Seth Rollins planted Logan Paul and Austin Theory in the Vision to sort of basically infiltrate and then betray Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed in order for the new Vision to be Seth Rollins, Austin Theory, Logan Paul. And in my opinion, it's okay. As long as Seth Rollins comes back as a new character, and I've always said this before, we like Seth Rollins. It's just that this new character doesn't suit him. It's very bad. It's very generic. It's very one hit. And for us, it should be going moving forward. But before we end this, we kind of want to speak about what direction Roman Reigns is going forward. He's already declared that he's going after the World Heavyweight Championship. So it's already confirmed CM Punk versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, at least according to now. For now. In my opinion, I am not excited at all. I am actually very disappointed that this is the direction they're going. Because in my opinion, we already have our 2 WrestleMania matches already done. Because Drew McIntyre we already know it's either going to be with all 3 of them or it's going to be one of them, that WrestleMania match. And now we already know the other one. So now the only direction we're going forward is what is our mid-card titles going to do? And guess what? Both mid-card titles are boring at the moment. Because Dominic Mysterio is out injured, so there's no Intercontinental scene currently at the moment in Raw. And in my opinion, I have not been entertained by Carmelo Hayes. He's a very boring promo. He's great in ring, but I get no excitement, I get no entertainment from his promo skills. And I hope that at WrestleMania, Finn defeats Dominic Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship, and Trick Williams defeats Carmelo Hayes for the U.S. title to finally bring actual prestige, actual superstar, and actual talent in the U.S. division, because both of these divisions need it, and they need it badly. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. I know this is kind of a late video. Again, like we said, we are feeling a little sick, so it's sort of a little weird episode for us. But thank you guys so much for watching, listening. Leave a like, subscribe, all that. Thank you guys so much, and goodbye.